Yippee.
Hello! Hi everyone. Hello. My tooth hurts today. Dude, I was sick, and then I had food poisoning, and now my tooth hurts a little bit today. It's a good week, I suppose. See you, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate you. Hello everyone. Sorry, I was just getting some water. No, dude, it's been such a weird week. You in the trenches? Bro, I don't even know what's going on. My body's failing me. This is Unk status body right now. My thumb hurts. What do I do? Can you get a replacement? Can you file warranty? Is that possible? I'm not sure. I took some more photos of the Manta this morning. I was answering emails, did some stuff. Honestly, dude, it is hot today. Holy smokes, it is hot. I am not into this. Army the thumb? Get a designer one? Thank you, Ad. Appreciate you, man.
Wow, 20 months, wow. Tuning in while I'm cleaning up around the house. Can't wait to drop off my F1 so I can use the thing again.
Wait, what happened to it? Was it broken or something? Hi, everyone. Dude, it's so hot today. I'm not into this. I am not a heat guy or a humidity guy. I would rather take freezing cold. I prefer the freezing cold. I don't know how anyone sleeps in humidity and stuff like that. It's terrible. I don't get it. Like last night, actually no, not last night. Last night I actually fell asleep on a couch. But 2 nights ago, I couldn't sleep, dude. It was too hot. Same here. The heat has been unbearable the last few weeks. Thank God I'm working indoors this week. Hell yeah, Rob. That's a good thing. Stay cool, bro. I prefer heat, probably because I stay near the equator. Well, yeah, like my girlfriend really likes the heat and humidity too, but I don't know, I'm not into this. Sweating in bed is the worst. It is, man. Cold is better because you can layer up, and the heat you can't take everything off usually. Yeah, and then there's only so much you can take off. I hate summer so much, man. Yeah. Dude, I'm not into it, man. I'm really not into this. Like today, I really was hoping today wouldn't be as bad because I wouldn't have minded, like, I don't know, doing something outside. But hell no, bro. Thank goodness the basement is fucking freezing. So, like, it's comfortable down here right now. But, like, I don't think I'm leaving the basement, to be honest, today. I think I'm staying here. Because even, I went to go have lunch before stream. That, like, the floor above this is just freaking hot. It's just not, it's not fun. It was hot even with the AC turned on. Thankfully, a strong fan. It's also my white noise machine. Yeah, I think I gotta, like, figure something out with how the heating and cooling works here. Doesn't really do a great job. Basement sleepover stream? Honestly, we might. Jishi, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Thank you, dude. By the way, guys, subathon will be on tomorrow. So, I was gonna do it the 8th, but honestly, there's just so much stuff. Oh wait, hold on a second. No, we should be good for tomorrow. Realistically, I wanted to delay it 1 week.
Good evening,
thank you, Zan.
friend.
Thank you, dude. But yeah, I can't delay it a week because I told you guys this week. But we'll just do it tomorrow. I'm probably gonna have to do the thing that I didn't really want to do, which was we're gonna spread it out over like 2 or 3 days, and we're not gonna do like a long subathon in one single day. It would be better on a weekend, but I don't think weekends are super good for people staying in to watch Twitch, you know what I mean? I think at nights are better. You can use my stream to be a subathon, don't worry. Well, it's not even so much that I want to use anyone's stream or anything, or like bored to do a subathon build. It's just timing, that's all. But we'll probably just do it tomorrow. Like I said, I'll extend it, so it's like maybe we'll do it over the course of like 3 or 4 builds. Like, you know, over 2 or 3 days or even 4 days. So it's just there's going to be, I already know we have construction happening on this area. So there's going to be noise, and I don't know when's a good time to do it. That's pretty much my thing there. 120? Wasn't there someone who hit like 300 or something like that? Also, I was taking so many nice photos of the Manta today, guys. Good old Manta. We'll make it work one day. We always do. Hell yeah, dude. Alright. Give me one sec, guys. I need to go grab the keyboard. 120 bullying streams. Okay, give me one sec, guys. Let me quickly grab everything. Honestly, I'm a little, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I'm a little all over the place today. We're doing 2 repair builds today, by the way. We're doing a Lilith, which is the main build, and then the other repair build's an interesting one. That I gotta look into a little bit more. The other repair one, I had to already do some repairs to it, but I kind of thought maybe we can do it on stream in case someone has the same issues. But we'll just do both. Just give me one sec. Let me grab everything. One sec, guys. Okay. Well, I was only gone 1 second. I was just getting up. God damn it. You guys talking shit already? So this is the board we're repairing today. Well, repairing is one way to put it, but it's the board where it's a better way to word this. It's the Lilith. Just let me wipe this down a little bit here. We actually did this one for another person at one point, but we're rebuilding it. This is that peach Lilith. That peach. It's a beautiful board. We'll build it all here, but absolutely stunning board. All right, I already did desolder this, so now we're gonna do the taking this apart and then switching up the switches because we're putting l'oranges in this. Mr. Alex, did you check the board we're carrying? I haven't had a chance to look into it today. I'm not gonna lie, I woke up kind of late today because of the heat. But I saw, oh, this switch just exploded. That's good. I saw you guys are carrying a board. I hate when the switches do this. Like now, how do I get this out? So nice.
54 from Taball is OD shooting hang pulls.
There we go. Good start, Alex. I know, dude. That's the one thing about fixing these boards sometimes is sometimes the switches just explode. I don't get it, dude. Where is my switch opener? Do I have a switch opener down here? Maybe not. I think I left it upstairs. Okay. Because I don't want to throw away these switches because they're still very valid switches that I did for the last owner of the board. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you, U-Toy. Hang pulls. Are we working out today? So hot and humid here. I know I have water. Dude, I got food poisoning the other day. You know, I don't want to give you guys like TMI, but like probably will end up giving you guys TMI right now. Dude, I haven't had food poisoning or anything like that where I've had like just that kind of feeling in 10 plus years. No, it wasn't out both ends. I did yak though. It was pretty bad. It was mainly my stomach felt super uneasy for the next day. Like the full next day, I felt weak and my stomach felt uneasy. But we ordered, what did I order? It was like a pad thai from like a Vietnamese fusion place. And we both had a feeling because it looked a little different because we normally get from that place. And then we ate it. Well, I ate it. My girlfriend had something different. And then I didn't feel good afterwards. Dude, it was awful. Sorry for being late. Is that a tight plate? No, it's pretty standard fare plate here. We're just removing the switches because we desoldered it. We're going to be installing new switches. But I believe we're also leaving the stabilizers. I don't think we're swapping stabs here. That's what I lied about having. Oh, you lied on... Ad, is that what you told them? No, I think this is an aluminum plate just colored to be copper looking. Or a peach. I think that was the goal. It's like a peach plate. But yeah, dude. And then, what was it? I tried playing games the other day when it was really hot. And like, you know how it goes. Sometimes different rooms of the place you're in and like the heat just kind of, and dude, with the computer on, I don't think gaming right now is like a possibility unless I bring the computer downstairs, which I don't have room for. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow is just going to be a work day, and even today is going to be a work day. I posted the ice save for the board scrubs is running on my previous comment if you want to see. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, this is nice. So this is the Panthera 60, which is what I read. Very, very good side profile, I'll say. I do like the shape of the back. The side profile reminds me of something. Like, I feel like I've seen the side profile before. So it's a VTuber themed 60%. Inspired by, I guess, the F1. And then gummy post O-ring mounts from the Unicorn, I guess. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very cool. How much is it going to be? I'm curious. F1 mounting? Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Alex, are we getting reduced shipping if we buy more than one Manta? You should technically get... Thing is, okay, before I say anything, I don't know is the answer. I think what most vendors will probably do is give you dynamic shipping based off the size of the box this thing's going to be in. Because we're going to have everything pretty much pre-packaged from STR. But I don't know how each individual vendor is going to work. I can ask Bull how Bull's going to do it, but I don't know how each individual vendor is going to work. Like, I would assume so. You know? Like, I don't see why not. Manta's getting close, though, man. It didn't really hit me until, like, literally last night how close Manta is. We're literally 25 days away right now. And then, that's going to be running for about a month. Are you anxious about it? I am. Like, the whole process has been a lot of feelings, if I'm being real. Like, other than just me and Bull starting this project and starting designing this last year, like, the whole project has been kind of like a whirlwind. Even just waiting for the right time to do it has been a whirlwind. Like, I still have it in my head that I don't think we're going to sell a crap ton of units strictly because of the price. I really hope people enjoy the board. Like, I have been absolutely loving it. You know, biases aside, like, the Manta is the board that is like perfect for me. Like, it has all the mounting styles I've been enjoying. It has 3 very distinct sound profiles, whichever mounting style you use. Flexibility with the mounting styles. Like, it has everything I want in a board. So we're just happy. I think Bull and I are very happy that it turned out so good. But I'm still anxious. Like, it's not a cheap project, but we knew that coming into this. We knew the project was not cheap when we did it. Strictly because we knew the project was going to be kind of over the top because of the weight. It's shaped like a Manta, Chayo. But yeah, are we getting more vendors, specifically Malaysia and Singapore? We have. I can list you guys all the vendors again. Oops, that's my music page. 1 second. 1 sec. My music's not playing now? What the hell? Okay. There's a lot of vendors. Let me just go to the page really quick. Would you ever consider selling standalone acrylic tops in the Manta? Right now, there's no plans on doing anything like that. Maybe later on down the road, we'll sell parts. But I will tell you guys this, without spoiling too much. Bull and I have other things we want to do that are very different in a lot of ways. Oh, you have it right there. Thank you. I was literally waiting for the page to load. Yeah, so all those will be the vendors for everything. Right now, we're not adding any. I don't think there's a plan to, but again, I can talk to Bull. Bull X Alex full size. You know, believe it or not, that's something that we're considering making in the future. Do you remember when you dropped the Alex Envoy in the Sonnet and they sold out in minutes? Well, I think with the mode stuff was already boards that were like tried and true. The Manta's kind of a new project, you know what I mean? I want a TKL. Cheo, I don't think I have a plan to make a TKL anytime soon. If I'm going to be real. Maybe down the road. Alrighty, let me clean this up. I'm just going to go wipe this down over the sink. Give me 1 sec, everyone. Please make a 60. I want a 60. I can't tell you guys anything. Not yet, anyways. Manta EC PCB? That's actually something we would love to... Like, it's something we talked about. It's not something that's going to be in the group buy or anything, but... We would love the Manta to be compatible with that. I don't think there's going to be a Hall Effect style Manta, but, like, Manta 65, you know? But it's something we were also interested in, but I don't know. You don't think you have a plan for TKL? Not yet, wink wink. Well, there's a lot of things that you guys will be surprised about. Hopefully a lot of things. All right. Cool, 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 everyone. An Ergo? I don't know if I'll have an Ergo in like the deck of cards for the near future, to be completely honest. Like, I don't want to promise you guys anything. But Bull and I have some other ideas that we're going to try to fulfill and do. The Manta is the main one right now, but we'll have some other really fun ideas. I don't want to spoil too much, though. I don't want to spoil too much about what me and Bull have been up to, so to speak. All right. So, am I doing this in the exact same layout? Repairs? Well, this is a rebuild for this one. And it's sort of like a repair. I consider rebuilds repairs. And then the other board I'll be doing today is a straight repair. But split backspace is the only difference? Got you, dude. So let's take out this. Can you please make every layout possible in existence, please and thanks? What's the next board I should build in it? If I get a Manta board inspired tattoo, can I get a discount? No, I won't do that for you guys. Unfortunately, I don't want you guys to tattoo things on your body just to get a discount. That is not my vibe. Sorry, guys. Let's take out the switches, which are... Oh, they're still in the box. 1 second. Still in the box. Ooh. Does this say these were spring swapped? What mods did you do this, you? I missed your streams. It's been half a year almost. Voyager, I'm happy you're here now, man. I'm happy you're here. Just spring swapped? Okay. Cool. All right. We need a little Manta emoji for streams. I know, I gotta make some. That'll be my my task for the next few days. Alu plate. Yes, an aluminum plate with some Gateron Loranges. Any other special requests while we're here, Sue? Any other ones while we're popping in switches? Guys, stay hydrated today for you guys too, eh? Oh, I saw it. I hydrate it. Just got a thermal. How did you build yours? Well, I have two thermals. I have a 65 and a 60. The 65 I built standard, but the 60 I actually put a layer of foam in between, like PE foam, to give it that kind of like foamy snappiness. So, if it's not too much to ask, I think there's enough gaskets to redo it on the plate instead of the case. The only worry I have about redoing gaskets is that you're going to see a lot of residue. That is my only worry. And then if I could possibly convince you, and it's not that I don't want to do it, I just think you're going to have a better time leaving them on the case, strictly because if one day you decide to get a different plate, then you're not going to be able to use it because you're going to have no gaskets. That is my only concern. Yeah, I'm more of a gasket on the case kind of guy. I think it just makes more logical sense. Where'd you put the foam in yours? My thermal has like a sheet of PE film between the switches and PCB. Milmax spacebar? We could technically do that. I might have to... That would be nice. Okay. For the Milmax spacebar, it might not be a quick, easy slot in. So let me do this proper. 1 second. Where is my little bag of Milmax sockets here? There it is. Okay, so let's see if these will slot in nicely. If not, I'll have to drill out. Is it that one? Okay, these actually do slot in nice. Damn. Okay, not to toot my own horn, I guess I did a really good job of desoldering these then. Cool. Yeah, this was a super clean desolder. I actually fully cleaned my desoldering gun yesterday for the first time in a little while. Like, full teardown of the thing, which I don't want to ever do again because that took way too long. Have you ever made an artisan keycap, like an acrylic or a resin one? No, I've never done anything like that. What's a Milmax spacebar, if you don't mind me asking? I don't mind at all. It's these little sockets here. If you're ever doing a solderable PCB, you can put in these tiny, tiny little sockets, and it'll essentially make your, whatever one you want to do, a hot swap. Meaning you don't ever have to solder it in again, you just solder it in once. But you still need to solder. I'm such a Keeb noob. Half of what y'all say is gibberish sometimes. Hey, you learn a little bit as you go, you know? Live and learn type thing. That's all. Easy peasy. Is it pronounced solder or solder? Man, you know what? I don't even want to give an answer to this question because I feel like it's going to start people getting upset. It's whatever you want it to be. So, whatever you guys want to call it. I feel like this is going to be the debate between is granola a cereal? By the way, want to tell you guys one thing. I wish I took a photo of this. I went to a grocery store 3 days ago, whenever it was. No, it was yesterday. I went to the grocery store yesterday. I don't remember. I've been sick and food poisoning. And they had these things of granola, all right? It was a big thing of granola, and it said granola cereal. And it was in the cereal aisle. And it looked like all the other granola stuff that I eat, all right? So I just want to say that it was called cereal at this store, okay? Granola is clearly cereal. This is a debate. Yeah, there was a big debate. It's actually solder. Imagine trusting a big grocer. Yeah. Is butt legs? Oh, God, dude. I don't want to talk to anyone right now, okay? My mind is made up on the granola cereal debate, okay? That is the one thing I'm not budging on. No one can tell me different. What's next? Granola? Okay, you know what, dude? You know what? Give me a break, bro. Alex, do you know where I can get a replacement PCB made? I have a faulty Akko SP67 PCB they sent me. Ooh, shoot. Okay, that might be expensive. To get one single PCB made? I mean, technically you could go to, like, what are the brands for PCBs right these days? I feel like that's going to be extremely expensive and probably not worth it at that point. PCB way. There's also one with the E, I think it's called, electric or something like that. But they're all going to be pretty expensive to get a one-off done. Thank you, Cheo. I know you had food poisoning, but did the food taste good at least? No, bro. Okay. It didn't. The food I ate that gave me food poisoning, because that was the only thing that I really had that day. It was this place I usually order from when we're kind of feeling lazy. Like, it's one of 2 restaurants that we ever order from. It's they make this really good golden curry pad thai, and I always get it and I fiend for it. Like, I love the damn thing. It's a good dish. But we had it and it came in and both me and my girlfriend looked at it and I'm like, this doesn't look like the right color. And even she's like, yeah. And I just assumed it was overcooked because even the chicken in it was really, really dry. And I'm just like, all right, they just overcooked the shit of this and didn't put enough golden curry. Like, it had the flavor, but it wasn't quite there. It was more oily than anything. And then when I had it, and then afterwards, like a few hours passed by, it didn't sit well. Like, so to tell you guys the full story, it was like 2 a.m. in the morning. I had already gone to bed. And I woke up coughing. And at first I thought maybe I just choked on something. I don't know, like maybe, you know, I have sleep apnea. I didn't put a mask on. Maybe it was just me. But no, I felt like something in my throat. And I'm like, what is this? And then it just, you know, my stomach decided that it was not feeling good. And then, you know. But yeah, it was not that good. Like, I still ate it all because it was okay. But yeah, it was not a good time. Not at all. Ooh, this is a nice color combination. This is really pretty. But yeah, not a good time, man. You can't eat cherry springs? But I thought I could. Been there? Yeah. But yeah, I've never felt this way. Like, I've never had food poisoning to this degree. Like, I've had where it's upset my stomach, which is probably just a stomach ache or something, but I don't think I've ever really had food poisoning, come to think about it. But my first time feeling that, like I said, in like 10 plus years. So, kind of a shock to my body, I guess. Most of the time, food poisoning has clues: smell, texture, taste. Must trust thousands of years of evolution. Thing is, when I was eating it, I didn't think of it. You know what I mean? But now I'm going to be more cautious. Very, very cautious. What's my favorite sleep apnea mask? Oh, dude, I tried so many at this point. I kind of hate them all. I don't like wearing the mask. But I like wearing the full mask because I'm keeping it a buck with you guys. Like, I breathe through my mouth sometimes because I have a deviated septum. So there's some nights where, like, my nose gets a little bit congested. So I have to, unfortunately, breathe through my mouth. But yeah, the full masks are probably better. But I've been using the Breathe Right strips. And if I put those with combination of the mask, it feels really good. So, not gonna lie, I was low-key getting anxious. I didn't send enough switches. I'm pretty relieved right now. Oh, dude, you sent more than enough. You are good, bro. Plus, I have Laranjas here that I could have just popped in. Ruining one of those things has kind of ruined sleep for me. In what sense? Like, I hate wearing it, to be honest. Honestly, if it was food poisoning, you got fairly lucky. I've had it take me out for days. It took me out for about a day. That was it, Rob. Yesterday, I was barely functioning. And it was so sad because, dude, yesterday I had planned the whole day around just me hanging around, finally getting to relax, like playing video games. Instead, I spent most of yesterday in bed. And then we tried to go out, but I was moving so slow because my stomach felt weird. But yeah, I think I did get lucky. It was like one single day. Because we had some friends recently get that too, and they were like out for 2 days, 3 days minimum. Getting sick on your days off? Dude, I know, right? No, I didn't do anything yesterday. I literally, we went out to Canadian Tire. And I think that's all we did. I'm trying to think what... Yeah, that was it. And then the rest of the day, I kind of just spent on the couch watching TV because it's as much as I could do. I watched a little bit of that Love Island show with my girlfriend. Which... I don't know, man. I feel like that show's not for me. And then I watched Punisher the rest of the night. I was sure I had insomnia, but they did the sleep test and had severe sleep apnea. A lot of people have sleep apnea. Nothing to be ashamed about, anyways. A lot of people have it. Love Island and Alexotos is not on my bingo card. Yeah, I watched the first... Dude, okay, I have to say something. Speaking honestly, I don't mind watching those shows. Like, they're not my cup of tea, I'll tell you right now. But there are some of them where I've like actually gotten invested in some of the I was going to say characters, but the people on them. But dude, the Love Island intro for the USA one... This is my first time ever watching this show, so I don't know if any of the other ones are like this. That was the most cringe fucking intro I've ever watched in my entire life. Plus, it was like 40 minutes long. It was way too drawn out. But my God, I barely survived the intro. It was terrible. Terrible. Like, probably one of the worst introductions, pacing-wise and just cringe-wise, that I've ever seen on TV for the people involved in the show. How is it learning to drive cars? I haven't got to that stage yet. I'm still doing the written stuff, which I'm very close to finishing. All right, let's start soldering, I guess. And then after this, we're doing another keyboard repair. And then after this, I'm doing one more thing. Love Island UK is peak, especially the earlier seasons. They do so much better than the other variants because the host is a comedian, just shits on the contestants the whole time. I feel like the host in this one here is kind of funny at times, but... Oh, let me plug this in. We need our fan. This guy. You're better than I am. I can't even make it through the intro. I mean, they are characters, to be honest. Most of them are reality TV. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's I take all those shows as fiction in a grain of salt. But it's kind of tough. Like, I don't love watching those kind of shows. They're not really for me, like I've said. Like, immediately when I finished watching whatever we watched, I think it was like the first episode in a little bit of Love Island, I went straight back to Punisher, and I was like, this is more my speed. Punisher has been keeping me on the edge of my seat, though, man. Holy crap, it's good. I am so shocked I've never seen the Punisher before this. Mainly because I also like, what's his name, John Bernthal? I like him a lot. So I'm just shocked I've never sat down to watch it. These first... Oh, is it? What the fuck? What stabs would you recommend for beginner Tofu 60? Easiest to mod stabs right now on the market, I think, are going to be the night stabs. I would recommend going with night stabs. Second easiest are Type Plus, but they're just a little daunting to assemble. I still prefer the Type Plus stabs overall, but assembly of them is a little daunting. Yeah, it's just not my speed. You know what I mean, Rob? Like, it's not even that I feel like weird or dirty watching them. I just kind of feel like... Okay, this is the best way I can explain it. Sorry, I'm going to talk about this. I kind of feel like a lot of these things, like I am obviously, I do public facing stuff. Like I stream, I talk about my life with you guys. But I am still under this, I'm going to try wording this as best as I can. I think I was taught that my personal life is still my personal life. Like, I should keep that to myself and deal with the things that I need to. Like, to have everything televised. Like, this is also why I don't post stories on my Instagram about, like, my day-to-day. Because that's, like, truly, like, the highs and lows of my day-to-day are not anyone's business, you know? Like, it's my own business, and I have to deal with those things. So when I see like reality shows that kind of air out everyone's day to day, and it feels weird because I feel like you're not being truly yourself when you know there's a camera on you like that, or you're really gonna only show like one side of you, you know? Like it's not real. But yeah, I don't know. I'm mainly the type of person that likes to separate those type of things. I think it's fine to be social and talk about things, you know, when you're being talked to, but to air out all the things is just, I don't know, I feel like it's a bit weird to me. But we're all different. That's how I was raised too. Keep it to yourself unless someone really, unless it's someone you really want to know. Yeah, exactly. But you know what, though? I will say this. I'm not here to shit on anyone's fun. If everyone finds those fun, then you do you. We're all different at the end of the day, and I think that's wonderful. You make content doesn't mean your life has become content. Your life is yours. You should keep some stuff private. Yeah, exactly. I mean, dude, even my best friends in the world, like, I'm not running to tell them my day-to-days, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest, I tell my close friends the same amount of stuff I tell you guys. But then again, I am a pretty reserved person when it comes to, like, that kind of stuff, so. I thought the exact opposite when I streamed. I put all myself out there. You can. You totally can. It's a decision to make, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of people find it entertaining. But we're all different. In the UK we have a reality show called Virgin Islands. It's about exactly what you expect. Dude, the UK has a lot of reality shows, I've learned. It's actually kind of wild. Like, there's a lot, dude. I had no clue it was so popular. All that. We have channels dedicated to just reality TV. That's crazy. The only reality TV show I ever really got into, just because I thought it was hilarious, was Jersey Shore. We don't have the brain power to put together anything. Oh my God, Joe. Out of context question: if your son asks you for a keyboard for the first time, what will you give him? If I had a kid and they asked me for a keyboard, what would I give them? Fuck. That's a really interesting question. Okay, I kind of feel like I'd be the... Okay, wait, pause. I feel like I'd be the type of dad to... I would probably want to give them what I think is the best. But I also feel like, knowing me, I also love when people get excited for the things that I get excited for. I'm one of those people. So I'd probably lay out a bunch of the, like, any keyboard they want and be like, just pick. Just, like, type on them and tell me what you think. And then let them pick. And then just be happy with whatever choice they have. I think that's the actual thing that would happen. But in my brain, I also would probably want to be like, lean towards this really good one over here. But I think I'd do that. I'd lay a bunch of keyboards out on the desk and then have them just pick. I don't know, how would you guys do it if you had a kid and they asked you for a keyboard? It's like choosing starter Pokemon. Yeah, basically. I had my son build a classic TKL with my help, and he asked about getting into customs. Hey, yo! Wait, that's kind of sick, though. I kind of like that. That's a fun task to do. But for PR purposes, Alex, you should say the Manta. What if they don't like the Manta? Can you imagine? What do I do? Narrow options, but give them options still? Yeah, like a Manta in silver or beige, you know? Really narrow. Slap this. Oh my gosh. No slapping. I'll be disappointed though. I'll give them those disappointed looks. Just very disappointed dad looks. What if they zoom? What if they zoom board over Kahaku? What do you mean by that? I want to dabble my fingers in HHKB, but I'm a right alt enjoyer for international keys. Right alt. Wouldn't most HHKBs still have that? And couldn't you just program that into it? I'm trying to think. I think you should be fine with a 6U anyways. To be honest, if I had a kid who wanted a keyboard, I'd probably react the way I did when my best friend was asking which keyboard. Don't buy anything, let me build this for you, let me do this. Yeah, honestly, I get that vibe, dude. I totally get that vibe. 7U HGB puts the right alt super far. Then yeah, you'd probably want a 6U. That makes sense then. I wasn't thinking about that. I didn't think about the ergonomics of that. That is very true. Have you considered just like a standard, like buying just a standard HHKB, or did you want to build one from scratch? Don't buy another Razer key. I'll make you a Wooting from scratch, please.
Joey Canzaville gifted
you,
a
Joey.
tier 1 sub to Sinister Baby 555.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, dude. That's very kind. Surprised nobody suggested the Apple Magic keyboard for the kid. I have a confession to make, actually. You guys are not going to like this. I like typing on my MacBook keyboard a lot. But I think I've told you guys this before. I don't actually plug in a separate keyboard with the MacBook keyboard. I just use the MacBook. I don't know, I feel like it's an okay keyboard. I like their old rendition of their keyboard a little bit more. Unsub, damn. I fucked up. Honestly, same, not as much. Yeah, I like it, it's fine. I think it's a fine keyboard. I don't think it's bad, and I don't have to carry around extra stuff. You know? I think it's fine. I hate like all the Windows computers I've ever tried, their keyboards all suck, but the Apple keyboard's pretty good. My solder pump was supposed to be here at 1, it's 1:45. Please tell Bezos to hurry up. Tell him you'll stop subbing to people on Twitch. Dell makes great keys. I didn't like the Dell ones. I used to work at Best Buy, and I remember typing on a lot of the laptops there to show people, because I was a salesperson in the computer area. Never quite cared for any of the Windows keyboards. I have a Logitech de novo from back in the day, and I don't mind using. Did Logitech use scissor keyboard switches? I don't remember them doing that. We had IBMs in school. Same. I'm currently looking at an AKB Vero. Oh, the Vero is very nice. I've built a few of them, It's a bit more of a premium option, but my God, is it a good board? Very, very nice board. HP Dragonfly keyboards are good. Maybe the new stuff is better. It's been a little while since I worked at Best Buy. Hunk is trolling us. He had a slate and chisel. Come on, bro. That's kind of crazy. We had typewriters when I went to school. That's crazy, bro. Hi, Slothy. Thank you so much for the tier 1, man.
How you doing?
Doing good. Way better today, man. I feel like fully recovered today. Thank freaking God. So today we are big chillin', just hanging around. How are you doing, Slothy? Have I noticed a big difference between Kester and the one that I'm using? A little bit. Okay, dude, this is a very nuanced answer, though. The solder I'm using now, so I still have a roll of Kester I still need to go through. Both are really good quality. However, this solder here, it's weird. I'm noticing less splatter than the no clean solder from Kester. And I also feel like this, for whatever reason, I feel like it flows better. The next time I have to stock up on solder, I'm getting this. And this was also significantly cheaper than the Kester stuff. And then I also have a roll of... It starts with a W, I think. I have another roll of solder I picked up just as a test roll. Because I'm looking at different brands. Because Kester went up by like 2 times the price where I am. So I'm going to probably stop using Kester. I know I didn't do the commands today. I'm sorry, guys. But I think this will be the one. This desolders really well, too. Because I've already had to desolder a few switches. This is probably going to be the brand I stick with now. Because this was like very cheap in comparison to the Kester stuff. I can't justify spending money on Kester anymore. Like, the roll went up to... The roll that I normally went... It went up by like $50 or something. It's crazy. But I saw that on Amazon it fluctuates, but in local stores it went up a lot. A roll of Kester for... Was it like this kind of roll, or was it like that really big one? Because 100 CAD is... Yeah, that's expensive. This was like $11. Not even. I think that was like $8. Let me go wash my hands really quick, guys. I might edit some photos with you guys on stream today. Dude, Kester's so expensive right now. Let me see what Kester's priced at right now. Hold on. I'll tell you guys. Kester solder. Yeah, it's about $100 a roll right now for the big one. I can't justify that anymore. That's too expensive. That's crazy. And then this one I got from, I think I got this from Canadian Tire. I think this is AIM Electrosol solder. Yeah, this was about, I think $13, $14. Yeah, about $14 for this guy. So this was well worth it. And I think this same small roll, because this is obviously a different size. The same, like this is what, 0.25 pounds? And what's that big roll of Kester weigh? Let me see. I mean, yeah, this is still technically coming in at what, half the price? So it's 1 pound for the Kester at $100, or $14 for times 4. So that would be, yeah, about half. It's half the price for this. So I don't know. It's a 60-40. And the other one's 60-40 too. I just can't justify the Kester anymore, man. Too expensive. If Kester was still about $50, $60 like I was buying it, then yeah, I'd pick it up easy. But not for $100 for that big roll anymore. Too ridiculous. Oh, I missed a few switches. Good thing I didn't turn everything off. This still lasts. Dude, I've been using this for a while, have I not? I feel like I've been using this for a little while. This is still a fair amount of solder. Like, you're never going to need this for even 4 or 5 keyboards. What brand was that? I'm going to need some solder soon. This is AIM. All right, so we're done soldering. Still going to need my soldering roll later. So let's put everything together again here. Oh wow, there's a huge pricing difference between the US and Canada. One pound roll of Kester No Clean at 63.27 is 39.09 here. I mean, yeah, and then I was gonna order it from the United States because I saw that, but the import fee to get that in still makes it about $100 plus shipping, plus probably other fees. It is not worth it. I mean, it's not Amazon too. It's every place I've seen. Every place I've seen, like, this is DigiKey right now that's telling me that it's $95 for the 1 pound roll. So it's not even Amazon. Actually, I think Amazon for the Kester solder is more expensive. Let's see. What is it priced on Amazon? Actually, it's cheaper on Amazon, believe it or not. It's about $85, which is still crazy. The last time I purchased this, it was... Let me see the last time I ordered it. It was $65 the last time I ordered it. Ordered it in 2024. So... Kind of crazy, if you ask me. Kind of crazy. Okay, I need these 3 screws first. We're gonna pop these in. I mean, yeah, a normal person buying keyboards, not the amount that I do, probably will only ever need 1 roll of solder in their entire life. Maybe 2 if you're using these small ones and you're really into doing boards and trying different things. But realistically, you shouldn't need that many pieces, that many rolls. Shipping anything to South Africa is insanely expensive. I can imagine, dude. I've had to ship a keyboard there once, and it was crazy. I still have some of my father's solder. Yeah, then there you go. You're chilling then. Okay. Flip this over, and let's get our screwdriver. Logged in from watching TV just to say that? Aw, thanks, dude. Does anyone watch Twitch streams on the TV? I recently kind of started doing that as well. It's kind of cool. Normally I would sit in a computer room, but sometimes. What case did you use for the Wooding 60? So I don't have a Wooding 60, but if I were to have a 60 Wooding, I'd probably... I don't know, actually. I don't know what I'd use. Come to think about it. I couldn't tell you. I only watch Twitch on the TV. Who doesn't? Who doesn't want a 55-inch Alexotos? Damn, Dan. Holy is nice with the Wooding. I really, really want to buy a Wooding 60 kit, like just the bare bones. But the Wooding 60 bare bones is like $230 Canadian, I think. I think that's Canadian. I don't even know if that's USD or not. I haven't really pulled the trigger on it yet because I don't know if I want to just play around with just a PCB that costs that much money. It's a bit of a toughie. Like, it's a tough pill to swallow for that one. So I haven't really pulled the trigger on it. Would you recommend the TV65F or the Neo 65 CU? I think from a general aesthetic standpoint, I preferred the Neo 65. The TB is fun looking, but I think it's not as cohesive looking as something like the Neo. But, to tell you the truth, I kind of do like the sound of that TB a lot more, man. Just go grab a Venom. I mean, I probably will. I have some HE projects that I'm going to be doing pretty soon, so... That's the one thing I hate about this board sometimes. Screwing in these screws are a little weird. Wooding is worth it. Love mine. The switches sound horrible though. Gator on magnetic jades. Alex, if you have any advice on how to make magnetic switches good. So, okay, let me tell you guys something I'm going to be doing. My next big focus, on top of doing regular keyboard content, is going to be figuring out mods for HE stuff. It's already in the works. I have some HE PCBs and some... I have a Wooding 80, so I'm not terribly concerned, but I have some stuff that I can already start experimenting with HE. I really wanted a 60 because I feel like there's a lot of fun cases for the 60 for the Wooding, but dude, I haven't decided on if I want to pull the trigger on that or not. But yes, I will be figuring out HE stuff soon, and I have a few switches already ordered. I have some more possibly coming in. But I should be able to start a lot of the HE stuff I want to do probably next month, I want to say. Actually, technically, if we wanted to, I could play around with one today. But we'll see how much time we have left in our stream today, so. Because I still want to do the other board after this. But today's stream isn't really a really long one, so maybe we'll play around today a little bit with some HE stuff. My F1 8X Venom was surprisingly worth it. Love it. I really want to get another... Actually, maybe I'll just... I want to start doing some HE stuff. I'm very curious. Although I want to put a little disclaimer, though, because as someone who plays a lot... I play a lot of video games. I still don't think using HE has made me a better gamer. But it's nice to have the best of the best equipment. You know what I mean? I still think, obviously, game sense and learning is the biggest difference. But there's a super noticeable difference for me. That's fair. I don't think I don't think that's like the case across the board from what I've heard, though. From people I've spoken to, some people have almost said they feel like there's no difference. So I think it's on a per person basis. Well, I don't use anything past 2K for keyboards. I even think 2K is too much. The 8K polling rates on keyboards, I feel like there's no difference there, dude. Alright, let's put on some keycaps. Actually, I think I need to go get the case for that, because we have two keys we switched up. Before you guys want to say, let's open it together, we're not, because the keys are not actually all in here. It's in a little box to the side. There's white dust? Do you mean like little splatter? You don't really have to worry about that. I wouldn't stress. Oh wait, no. This goes here. Honestly, this is such a good combination of things. This is so pretty. This whole keyboard is, man. Hold on. I put the keycaps in the bag. So I'm just gonna move the keycaps away from or the box rather. All right. This build looks delicious, like literally. Don't bite it, Alex. Food poisoning round 2, bruh. Don't remind me. What a bad feeling that was, man. Never again, I hope to goodness, I never have to deal with that shit again, man. I think GMK motif will look good on this. I feel like there's probably some really good combinations you could pull off with this, but honestly, this is really cool. Even if you decide to keep peaches and cream. So, well, this is peaches and cream light. Those keycaps, I wish I had a board that would fit on. I think, was this made with this set in mind? I can't remember if it was or not. I don't know, Cheo. It's a tough one. Tough question to answer there. Like, it looks really good just with this, you know, like this is already looking really cool. It does look yummy. Someone mentioned this looks yummy, and I have to agree. It does kind of look yummy. It does, right? It looks scrumptious. You just putting on the keycaps, I can already tell it sounds fire. It's gonna sound deeper. We may want to switch out the spacebar. That's the only thing I'm kind of concerned. I like the Laranges. I just don't like the spacebars from the Laranges. That's it. For me personally, I'm not a big Larange spacebar guy, but I do like the alphas. It does kind of go well with the mouse too, yeah. Sheesh. I need to get this set then, but I think this set's sold out everywhere. Are we talking about the keyboard, Alex? Because Alex looks like a treat. Damn, bro. You guys are too nice to me sometimes. I don't see what you guys see, but I appreciate it. It's on Canon keys? I'm gonna have to pick up this set then. It's a nice set. Honestly, I've always kind of wanted it. This is supposed to go one over. It's just like half the chat flirting with Alex. I appreciate it. It makes me feel good. I don't really got high self-esteem, so I appreciate it, everyone. Although, I don't know if we should use the accents on this. I feel like we should swap the accents back to just the regular, you know what I mean? This would look good on the Manta, too. Actually, this would look super good on the Manta, because it'll have the orange bottom, if you guys decide to go with that. That's the wrong page. Wait, why are there 2 page downs? Even Alex would have more taste than salt chips if he was a treat. I take offense to that, bro. Honestly, salted potato chips are actually pretty good, man. And I'll have you guys know, specifically in it, that I actually did have some flavored potato chips yesterday. It was maple bacon flavored chips, and they were delicious. So, yeah. Flavored chips? I know, okay? We're moving up in the world. They were sweet potato chips that were maple bacon flavored. Damn, did your brain have a shock reaction when you were testing flavors for the first time? Bro, I just need to like, we need to like, this Anit guy, man, just time this guy out real quick. Maybe that's why you got food poisoning. Oh my god, dude. You know what? I'm gonna untime out Anit because I feel like everyone's getting at me and I feel like I'd have to time out half the chat. That's crazy, bro. That's actually kind of crazy. I don't know what to say. Flavor poisoning? Bruh. It nods and it's fine. Overdosing on maple bacon. This was yesterday night, okay? Yesterday night. It was towards the end of the day when I was feeling a lot better. Actually, to be fair though, I've had that golden curry one for like the last year and a half, 2 years. I love that golden curry pad thai that I get. I'm worried now that I'm not going to like it anymore because of my food poisoning I got from it. Like, I have no interest in ever getting that particular dish again from that particular place. It sucks. It really does suck that that happened. You know what I mean, though? Like, does that make sense? No. The chips were after I got sick. Ooh. I know. I'll have to pick another dish now. Dude. What do you guys think? I love how we can see the Larange switches right through the polycarbonate here. You guys see that? We can take a little peek at the orange switches through everything. It's nice. Damn, that's cool. That's super cool. I do think we should swap the spacebar to something else. You know, a small part of me too I love the alphas. I don't particularly love the spacebar. I do want to swap it. Let's see what this sounds like though. It's an aluminum plate with the Larange switches. I'm going to change the spacebar switch. The alphas, on the other hand, though, they're nice. It has all like that flavor of sound that I like coming from the alphas. Spacebar, though, sounds a little empty with this switch. So the spacebar, if it's okay with you, Sue, do you mind if I change this? Maybe we pick something else here. And then the only other thing I might want to do to this, if it still sounds a little bit kind of bleh with the spacebar, I actually might want to remove the bottom gasket on the case. Okay, it's a little better with What do you guys think with this one here? I like it better with this for sure. I think it sounds a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for? Contrasting with this particular spacebar. However, I still feel like maybe we need to get something brighter or something that needs to change with the bottom gasket there. The plate does have relief cuts, but I still think the plate puts a little bit too much pressure with the gaskets. Maybe a cherry switch? We could just go cherry. Let's see. Is cherry the vibe? Yeah, I think cherry's the vibe in this. Yeah. Does it ruin the aesthetic? No, we're good. Cherry's the vibe in this for sure. Yeah, way better. The spacebar is, It doesn't have like it's still soft. I still think if we want to do it, we can today. Like I don't think it would hurt too much doing it. If you're down to do it, see you. But it would just mean removing one of the gaskets. I still think removing the bottom gasket, like on the underside, would be the smart move for this case. I just have a feeling there's a little bit too much pressure happening for whatever reason. Should be fine. Okay, so you don't mind if I do it right now? I just have a feeling we'll get a better, more full-sounding spacebar without all the pressure being applied there. Which, by the way, if you guys are ever doing a keyboard and you guys are like feeling the same way, where like a certain switch, being the keyboard's spacebar, is too much, like it just feels like stiff and it sounds weird, it's usually because there's too much pressure happening. And I'll show you guys what the plate looks like too. Because the plate actually does have relief cuts, but I don't think the relief cuts are working super well for this. Look at those cute feet, little bubbles. So nice.
Corky want boing boing.
Thank you, Crumpled. Appreciate you, man. Kulky? God damn, brother. Oddly, the opposite problem with the full board of MX2A is I needed an Obscura in this spacebar. You know what? I respect that though. Obscura spacebars are insane though, I gotta admit. They do bring a board to life sometimes. Thank you though, Crumpled. Appreciate you, man. Oh, by the way, I do have a set of Milky Yellows up on the website if you guys are interested. Forgot to post about them. I put them up like 2 a.m. last night. And then totally forgot to ping the Discord. Have I tried Type R's in my Boomerang? Not yet. Is it worth trying?
52
you,
is
Zonus.
also a number. You are.
Huh? Hi, Zonus. Love you, buddy. Any suggestions for switches with an F1? I've built a few F1s with totally varying switches. I don't know. I don't know what would be the best. You know what I'm also wondering too? Okay, I have another potential feeling of what's going on with this too. Proto's in the making, hoping for swift production? Hell yes, dude. Super excited for you, bro. Let's see. I think there's something in here that's causing the board to vibrate against something, and I will determine what that thing is. First, let's get rid of this. Let's say goodbye to the gasket on the bottom. Oh my god, this gasket's like locked on this. See, it's not going to be the cleanest removal of the gasket, by the way. I'll have to either cleanly Oh, you know what? Never mind. I lied. This gasket's coming off fairly well. Still not the cleanest. There's adhesive still kind of stuck on the bottom here, but yeah, it's fine. Alright, that wasn't terrible. Let me just see. Okay, I think that's already going to be a huge improvement. Okay, one other thing I want to try while we're here. Who did that? Thank you, Sadly. Appreciate you, man. I'll get those shipped out probably after stream. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. And then I'll probably drop them off tomorrow. Damn doxed. From their username? Now I turned off the real names, so no one can ever get doxed from that. Ever. Let me see. Do I have a little roll of some sort of little tape? I should somewhere. I want to try one thing. Give me 1 second, guys, while I go locate it. I'll use this. And then grab scissors. Do I have scissors down here? Is the real question. Probably not. Thought I did, but I guess I don't. Okay, I'll do this though. Love me some well done milky yellows. Hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna put a little gasket strip around the edge of this. So I have a feeling this is causing some vibrational feedback as well. Let me just here for a sec. So I'm putting tiny little gaskets just around the post. If you guys don't know, designers like Bowl and a lot of other people designing boards right now are actually putting like silicone balls or blockers there as alignment pieces, which actually makes a lot more sense in the long run. That way there, you don't have contacting pieces that happen to rattle. Now, it shouldn't matter too much here because the top's polycarbonate, but against the plate, because these are also acted as an alignment pins against the plate. Alignment end axis force break, yeah. That's why people use the silicone pieces nowadays, opposed to putting metal pieces. Hi, Rush, how you doing, man? Hopefully this helps a butt ton. Which you can already feel like it is, which is fantastic. Hi Frost, how you doing, man? Is everyone staying cool today? That color is just amazing. Dude, it's so good, right? How is it going, Alex in chat? It's going. I can't complain. Well, I can complain. I've had a weird week, man. I got like super sick last week, and then I got food poisoning the other day. I don't know. I'm just like, everything's not in my favor in the last like little bit here, so I'm just chilling. Today I wanted to do a bunch of stuff. I wanted to go take photos today because I'm actually feeling it, but then I saw the news and it's like, what's the feels like temperature? Like here, let me show you guys this. It is heat warning 30 Celsius Oh my God, please, camera. 30 Celsius today. And that's not the feels like temperature, because that's not including humidity and stuff. So, GG. Dude. I'm not a fan, bro. Trust. Not a fan. Not a fan in the slightest. Crazy weather. Crazy is one way to put it. It is indeed one way to put it. Like, I don't know, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else I'm going to be doing with the rest of my day, but... Okay, I feel like this now sounds a million times better. Alright, let's see. Did I do anything to fix this? Maybe we can switch back to the Larange switch and see what it sounds like too. Oh. Okay, that weird thudding is gone now. I feel like the weird thudding is... Yeah, it's gone now. It was weird because before there was this like undertone of a secondary sound. Even the alphas sound better now. Let's see what the Larange sounds like in this note too. Yeah, it kind of has a more proper, poppier sound too, which is nice. Larange. Much nicer, much nicer. Oh yeah, Larange sounds good now too. Larange almost sounds the same as the Cherry. What did you use to force break the plate? I just cut some legs off of the stab pads. That's all I did. Just used an X-Acto knife and then just went... That was it. I don't think that is making a huge difference. I think the big thing is the spacebar gasket. But you know what? I also want to back off the screw just a little bit here on some of these. I'm wondering if... Nah, it doesn't make any difference there. Yeah, sometimes very small things can make a huge difference in keyboards. Very small things. Cool. This looks great. Really does. Man, this is a good looking keyboard. All right. Next task on our list of stuff to do. Next thing is a very, very interesting PCB repair. Let me show you guys what happened. Take the screws out of here. So, this is a client's PCB for their Thera. Very cool looking keyboard with that really fun badge on it. Now, let me show you guys what's up. I had to take out some, but this is basically what's happening with all the switches. See how much they're moving around? You guys see that? It's plateless, but these should not be like, what is this? How is that possible? It's the solder. The solder on some of these are just non-existent. The client did not build this. Like, look at this solder over here. See this particular switch? So I'm guessing over time, what probably happened is they've kind of loosened up. So some of the stuff's actually pretty damaged. Like, unfortunately with this build, some of the stems, like some of these, not the stems, the metal legs have just completely snapped off. And yeah, it could have also been really bad, crappy solder as well. But what I'm going to be doing is, I've already done a lot of, I've desoldered and resoldered some of them. And I'm saying quotations because it's only been a little bit of them. What I'm going to be doing is going to desolder the spacebar here as well. So we need our desoldering gun. I'm going to desolder this. I'm going to probably attack some of the other ones that have crappy solder, but I'm going to try just resoldering a few and putting in my own solder. I don't think it's worth doing a full desolder on this because I feel like that would be kind of wasteful. And I think the majority of these, like here, just to show you guys this, I didn't touch this one here. Can you guys see the, like, what feels like an insanely little amount of solder? See that on this particular switch here? This one? It's like there's nothing there. See that? I don't know if it's kind of visible. So I think that's probably what happened. Like, I'm pretty sure. But it looks like whoever soldered this, they didn't do a terrible job. I just feel like they didn't put enough. And I think over time it's just worn down. Like even over here, this is not great. See that? This one? Yeah, so I think we just need to add more to a lot of this. I did it, like I said, I did desolder and resolder like 5 or 6 switches total. But we're gonna have to do a few more, like this guy. And I'm gonna put a hot swap socket here. It's not even fully, yeah. It's some of them are pretty bad. Like I said, some of them are indeed not up to snuff. This solder is definitely kind of low. Definitely kind of small amount of solder. Being held by the holes in the PCB too. This should be able to keep switches from moving around. I wonder if you need to try the shim with the saran wrap or something. For which one's right? It looks like the fixing pins on the switches are being held by the holes in the PCB. Oh, the 2 plastic pins? I mean, the thing is, there's already foam in this, right? So this board has foam, so that should help with any sort of like extra movement. But yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's either the switch that's being, like, that are loose in that sense. But we'll see. Let's give this poor old board a quick desolder. Well, one piece of it anyways. All in all though, it's an interesting fix. I don't think I've ever seen a board like this. So this is kind of like an interesting little thing we got to do here. By it's 2:35 a.m. here, dude. 2:35. Definitely get some sleep. Have a great stream, man. Stay away from golden curry and maple chips, whatever it is. You have a good night, bro. Take care, man. Good seeing you here. All right, let's see. Gonna leave the desoldering gun here just in case we need it for another piece. Let's grab this. Hi, Zany.
Tap tap Sunday to the mustache man. Alex, I am sorry to say, but today there will be no factoids from my end. Also, you will not cherish my perchance editions. It is my girlfriend's birthday today, and I cannot thank the deity for bringing her to my life. I love her so much, man. And I am going to celebrate her birthday now. She owns my heart. Happy birthday to my princess.
Happy birthday, Zany's girlfriend. Have a good one, bro. I don't know what you guys are doing today, but hopefully it's a lot of fun, man. Where'd I put my little thing of hot swap sockets? Didn't I just have it? Oh, literally right here. That is cute, bro. For real, this is a crazy problem. Never seen anything like it myself. Same. I've never seen a problem like this. This is my very first time ever experiencing a problem like this. And I really hope these take... Oh, they don't. Oh, no, they do. Wait, I think that's the wrong one, though. It is the wrong one, isn't it? I need to use the one on the left. Okay. I might have to go in and shave down some of the solder. Yeah. All right, there's one on that. Okay. We need another tool. Which is this guy. Is bag looping springs a must, or can you get away with... I mean, I only ever do 205 on the ends. I've never noticed a huge difference when it came to bag looping, so... There we go. All right, now I'm just gonna solder that back into place. The reason why I'm putting a Mil-Max socket on this, even though it's hot swap, is because I want to give the client something working back, not just a broken pin switch and say, do the rest yourself. So we can get away with putting a Mil-Max on the spacebar. I think that's totally acceptable. And that way we can put a random switch there and the client gets to, still gets a hot swap little spacebar here. My most sentimental board? Ooh, interesting question. I don't know. Probably my tofu. I built the tofu with my dad. That's already 1,000 times better. Okay. All right, now let's put the cherry in here. And the client can play around with this when we get this back. All right. Let's go through and add some more solder now. What is this below the switch? I'm putting just a little pad because they had the pads on that. My first high-end board didn't come from the aftermarket. Ooh, so you got that through a group buy and you waited and everything. Let's go. I mean, that's always a fun feeling, too. That's way better. Holy, that's a huge difference. All right, so it just really is the soldering then. Although, There was way less solder. There was way less solder than Sunday photo streams. That's incredible. That's crazy. You brought that up, Cheese. Thesis will be my first high-end custom board. I joined in GP when it arrives. When's that shipping? Crazy. Some of these, like, aren't even seated very well. It's okay. We'll go through them one by one here. We all know Alex put Sunday photos in others, so he doesn't have to look at it. It's not... You guys, man. You guys crack me up. Good, those ones are good, 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 good. Good, good, not good. Yeah, I have to admit, this one here took me some time to figure out what the hell is going on with it. Very interesting problem. Alex, is there any other tactiles with a sharp bump like MX Browns? Actually, I don't think MX Browns have a sharp bump at all. But if you're looking for a sharp bump, Gatoron Type Rs. If you're looking for more stuff like MX Browns, Blueberry Chiffons, maybe? I feel like they're quite it's quite a light bump, I'd say, personally. Very, very light bump. Through this. This row is pretty bad, actually. Sorry guys if I'm not looking at chat right now. Just trying to get through this. I was contacted from Chillikey from your collab giveaway where can I ask you stuff about it since they stopped responding to me? Dude, for sure. Did they send you out a giveaway or sorry, like what's going on with the situation? My dry MX2As are smoother than my lubed Nixies. That is crazy to think about. This one I already did. That was before. These are all good. We're looking good, looking good, looking good. Cool. All right. should be in a better spot now. Let's see. No follow-up? Oh, yeah, dude, look at this. Nothing. Nothing now. That's great. It's exactly what we wanted. Perfect. Actually, this one I don't like. Oh no, this one here is good. We're soldered up. Can't do much else to that one there. Saved? Yeah. It's a pretty damn big difference. All right. So, let's put this back together then. And now I'm going to have to test it through VIA because believe it or not, a lot of those switches that were wiggling, they didn't actuate. Oh, I forgot this particular switch here. Hold on, we forgot one switch. For some reason I thought that was a I thought that was a blocker. No more wiggly switches? No more. Why is this so difficult to pop in here? That's one thing I hate about foam sometimes is you can't see what you're doing. Thank you, Cheo. Appreciate that.
Chio011235 gifted a tier 1 sub to Broke
Thank
Crewman.
you, dude. And thanks for the follows and stuff today, guys, and thanks for the gift it. Really appreciate it, guys. Okay. Let's solder this last one in place. All right. We'll just turn off this soldering iron now. Perfect. All right, let's grab the case. Bottom of this guy, and then let's plug it in. And then we shall give it a go. Also, Alex, is Cheo? Oh yeah, Chayo. Cervical. Okay, Chayo. Dude, I am, my brain reset the last week. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Being sick and all that, my brain has completely reset. All right, let's put this in. I need my screwdriver. No, Chayo, honestly, or Chayo, it's been a hell of a week with getting sick and all that. Cause I don't really get sick that often. I don't know if you guys are the same way, but I really feel like it's a super rare occurrence for me. Yeah, this is way better. You were just sick? Well, yeah, I was sick and then I got food poisoning. All at once. All in 1 week. Thank God these screws are magnetic, man. Holy. And then after this, if you guys are down to hang out, I want to edit some photos. If you guys want to watch me edit some stuff. No, I'm probably not doing Keep Life. Honestly, guys, I can't afford to do any traveling. The rest of the year, I have kind of like, this sounds ridiculous, but I kind of have like the extra fun money that I probably would have had kind of put into projects. So whatever money I had saved for like traveling, I'm putting into projects like keyboard stuff, which I think is more my speed at the moment. All right, let me see if this all actuates now. That's going to be the real test here. Can I buy that cherry switch off you since I really liked it on Lilith? Yeah, I have so many. I'll just put one in the box. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy it, Sue. Okay, the X is still not functioning, so that might be a diode problem. Oh wait, this PCB is just... What's going on with these three switches? The C's working fine. Z's working fine, it's the X. Could be switches. R and X are not triggering too much. But everything else seems fine, and this bracket. Looks more and more like a switch problem now. Yeah, I think these are switch problems. Well, this isn't hot swap, this is solder. All right, everything else is working. It's F3, X, and what did I say, F? R. R, X, and F3. Those are the last three switches that are causing us some issues. So let's go write this down. Before, it was actually 15 switches that were giving me issues. So I have them all written down at the moment. It was like left, alt, so many switches. So X, R, and F3. So these could literally just be bad switches. They're triggering, but they're not, they're only triggering if you press really, really hard. So either this switch itself needs to be cleaned, which we could give a go, or there's a problem with the diode, which actually that F3 still feels a bit loose to me, so see the F3 here? That shouldn't be happening. It should be like that. That's really interesting. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Sometimes there's some weird issues with keyboards. Did I get all the screws? Oh, this one. Well, I think it's like a two-part issue. One being... The diode looks fine. Oh no, that's the wrong key. It's probably the switch itself. Alright, I don't have any more of these switches, so what I could do... Let's just take out, desolder a few of them, and then clean them. Yes, this is all royalty free. Let's do that. But what I have a feeling is it would probably be best to just redo the entire board with different switches. It could be the owner before this owner did a few things. It could have been something spilled on the keyboard. It could have been the switches are really dusty on the inside. There could be a huge number of reasons as to why these switches are acting like this. Let's heat up a little bit more here. So we'll see. We'll see. I really hope it's just cleaning these that fixes it. Is this the F3 key? That is F3. Brr, yeah. And then R is this guy. All right. R, X, and F3. I think the biggest offender was the X, which is this key. So, I don't know. Let's just open it up and see, I suppose. Let's see. I don't know what I'm expecting out of this, but this switch looks fine. There's a lot of lube on the springs, though. Let's see. Could be a bad switch. I'm also going to do this really quick so I don't have to keep screwing it in. It's not often I get to see Alex the keyboard detective. I do a lot of this off stream. I usually figure nobody cares when I do this, but it seems like you guys are actually enjoying this part of the stream, so if you guys like when I do keyboard repair stuff, I can keep doing it. I usually think it's kind of boring for everyone, though, so I usually kind of stay away from doing it. Let me see something. Let's just see if our switches get triggered by just using a tweezer here. Go back to this, reset this. No, this is perfectly triggering these. So yeah, it's a switch problem. All right, well, I'm gonna try putting in these switches again. If these switches don't trigger, then they're bad switches and we have to pause until we get more of these in. Because we didn't get sent any more of them. Let's just give this a re-solder here. I wonder if it's just also bad solder. Oh, I need to let this warm up first. It's super rare, but I've had films make switches not actuate consistently. If the films make everything a really tight fit by removing them sometimes. Oh wait, we could try that too. That's true too. Could have also just been the placement of it as well. Nope. I think it's literally a bad switch, man. Bad switch. They're not even actuating now. The other ones all actuate around it. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, let's try taking out the film and then popping it back in and see what happens. Ripperoni. Well, luckily it seems like there's only 3 bad switches, though. So, I'm not... I'm not personally hurt by that. Yeah, I might switch to a working, like a known working switch here in like 2 seconds. Let's just grab like any old switch here. I'm grab an obscura. They triggered with the pin, though, don't forget. They did trigger with the pin. I'm 300 points away from an Alex compliment. Everyone clap. I'm clapping. All right, let's see. Does the X trigger now? What do you guys think? Yes or no? Works fine. All right, you know what? I think, here's my honest thought with this. I'm going to contact the client. I think this whole board needs to be swapped. I'm worried that all of these switches will eventually happen. Because there are still, like, even the C, it works. But, like, right there, it didn't trigger. And then now it's triggering, and then it didn't trigger 2 times there. But now it's triggering, and now it didn't trigger. I think the whole thing needs to be rebuilt with different switches. What I think is happening here with these particular ones, I think these either need to be cleaned. Yeah, because I think there's too much lube in them. I think they're over lube, and I think it's not even worth desoldering to clean these. So I don't know if it's worth it. Too much lube? Yeah, I mean that, or there's just too much, like, maybe the metal contact pins have degraded inside or something. But luckily the PCB is fine. But I do think we need to swap every single switch on this. I don't know if the owner of the keyboard's in chat right now, but I'm going to email them later. Luckily, I have tons of stuff here we can swap for the owner if they want to use something here, or they can order their own. But PCB, luckily, is all in good shape. But I don't think it's worth doing the rest of the board with these switches. I think it might be a bit of a waste of time, only because I can kind of already tell some of these switches are going to go bad too. And you can tell, actually, some of them, like, listen to this. Hear the big sound difference? I think there's a lot of, like, mismatched lube amounts. No, it's not even rattle, it's lube. Hear the bottom out, for example? Like, listen to the bottom out nicely. I think these are over-lubed. Oh, well, okay. Let me contact the client and we can see what we're going to do. Can't win them all the time here. Yeah, I think I think the actuation issue is literally caused by over-lubing. So, mismatched lube amounts was my favorite 70s psychedelic rock band. Hell yes, dude. Alright. Well, not much we can really do about this. Let me send them a quick email now. Let me send them a very quick email. I mean, I will say, though, when I did test the board originally, there was about 13 to 14, I think it was like 15 switches or something. It was a lot that didn't actuate properly. It seems like now we're down to 3 really problematic ones, with the C being the other problematic one there. Let me go send everyone an email. At least you isolated the issue to the switch, not a complete waste of time. Yeah. I really think that's like the silver lining to this, though. Last thing we'd want to do... I don't know if they're on Discord. No, they're not. Okay. All right. What keyboard's this? This is the Zephyr Z1. Now, to edit photos, not really much I can do with this keyboard, unfortunately. So this keyboard's going to go to my side pile. It's okay. We can't win them all, guys. We can't win them all. As much as I would like to have fixed the keyboard today and get it shipped out ASAP, I'd rather send people a working keyboard, if that makes sense. Alex, I have a photo editing question. What's the best way to emulate film on digital? I mean, there's lots of ways. I can kind of show you guys as we go through Lightroom edits here. Here, let me share my screen. I don't think there's a great way, but there's some ways you can try to do it. Let me just quickly wash my hands. Man, I'm so bummed about those switches not working properly. What a bummer. All right. Have you gotten into film? No. Let me tell you guys a story of why I'm not getting into film at this current time. Other than the cost of film is crazy, the film camera I want costs a lot of money, and I don't have the money. And I don't think I want to settle for another film camera because that would mean I need to buy an adapter or lenses. So I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait until I have the money and save up. I don't buy a lot of stuff for myself. In fact, I really don't buy anything. So my current I'm saving up for is going to be for the Leica MP. But you can pick them up used for pretty fair compared to the retail price, which is insane. But yeah, I'm just going to wait. I'm not in a rush. I don't really buy a lot of stuff for myself, so... But I'm a control freak who doesn't like other people developing her film, and I can't afford to make myself a darkroom. I mean, I get that. I get that completely. I totally understand. Window capture. All right, so where is my Lightroom? Does Lightroom not pop up here? What's going on? Hello? It's Adobe Lightroom, no? Where the fuck is it on my list of windows? Focus is there. Photoshop is there. Does it not pop up? Let me just try restarting Lightroom, guys. 1 second. I love my friends that shoot film, but I could not... hold on, it just popped out. Oh my god, where'd it go? Yeah, dude, cost alone is crazy. I want to save towards my dream camera, which should be a Fujifilm camera. Which one in particular? I'm curious. Does Lightroom not... Isn't it not a shareable window on Mac here? What's going on? Oh. I think I got it. Okay. It's considered an empty name window. Can you guys see? Oh, why is it all cut off? Don't look at my update Lightroom thing. Also, you guys see how organized I am? Keeping all my boards in folders? You guys see that? Look how organized I am. Although, I want to just make the window a little smaller so I can read chat at the same time. Alright. I took a bunch of photos of the Manta, and I wanted to go through them. I took some with more of a exposed block on the front, but I don't think I like that. I think I'm going to go with the ones where I took more of a side shot, and the block has more depth to it. So I think I'm going to stick to this. But yeah, this is kind of thinking the one I want to stick with here. And I also want to add some green. So the idea behind this shot, in case you guys are curious, this is a one light setup, which do I have like a good way to show you guys what the rest of this looked like? I don't think I took a photo of it. But it's a one light setup. This other shot that I took, not this one. Well, these are some crappy ones here, but these were taken with a bunch of different lights. This is just me testing things. Where is it? Oh yeah, these are really cool shots too. These I want to edit. These look super cool. Trying something new with this. And then I'm gonna go back. Let's go back to this other one though. That way there I can copy the settings off of it too. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave these edits. So I already started editing this one here before stream, and then I realized what time it was. But then I also took some shots of this back as well. Which, let's just play around with some of the settings here. But what I did was I used some black cardboard and I kind of created like a little backdrop dome thing for me. But kind of what I had in mind for this. And then what I'm going to do right now is, this is way more accentuated IRL. Like this pattern is so much more accentuated. I just couldn't capture it very well with the lighting setup that I wanted to use. So what I was thinking was basically, let's see, is that going to give me the right mask that I want here? Oh, no, it did not. Of course it would. Okay. We're going to mask it out. There we go. And then we're going to just change some of the contrast to make it look more like real life. Because it should look a lot more colorful. What do I shoot with? I shoot with a Hasselblad. So this is what it should look like. You guys see the difference? How it's not colorful and it's like... So we're going to try to edit that. Just because it's the way light reflects off of things. I feel like on a stream it's much more orange in general. Yeah, also probably my white balance here, because I think I left it to be a bit more cool. But let's see, we're still getting started here. I'm going to raise the texture a little bit. Do I want to raise clarity a little bit here? I think clarity will be too crazy. I mean, that looks super sick if we raise the clarity, but that's not realistic. We're going to just leave it on +4, +5. Subathon tomorrow is 7 p.m. All right, now we're going to just raise the temperature because that's what it should look like a little bit more by 15 points. And then we'll leave the saturation on +2. I think we're good there. I think this is like good enough for this. So now we've kind of done that. We can go back to our general editing. Okay. Actually, we're going to go back to masks one more time. We're going to create a new mask, and we're going to make a linear gradient. Hold shift. We're going to kind of even up some of the lighting here. I think that looks way better already. And then honestly, if I know someone was asking about how to make things look more like film. Honestly, the easiest way to do it is this. Hold on, let me just turn off my music for a second. Easiest way to do it is literally go to your, where is it? Go to clarity, bring your clarity down to like plus, if you want to do like a film kind of style thing, bring your clarity down to a negative because it'll kind of create these like blooming effects. It's not a super great way of doing it, and then just literally up your grain by a little bit too. Like up your grain to like your grain size a little bit, and you should have enough of like a texture on the photo afterwards to kind of make it look more like film. But like that's not really the goal here for this particular photo. Let's Let's actually just turn up the grain a little bit because I want some texture on this. But yeah, pretty cool. Stop raising the temperature. It's already hot enough. God damn. Bye, Dan. Take care, dude. All right, so now we can copy these settings. It won't copy what's in the mask, though. It's pretty cool. And the way the lighting was on this one was the lighting was coming down on an angle, and then I blocked it off with like those black flags or black cardboards to kind of just direct the light just to the keyboard. And that's why we got light coming in from the top over here. That looks actually pretty sick. Actually, it looks pretty cool on the acrylic one too. See this? Not this one. Actually, yeah, let's do this photo for now. And then I'll show you guys what I do in Photoshop as well. Alright, so I think I made a little bit of an error here, but if you guys want a good way to kind of help direct things, if you go to the crop section of Lightroom and then just hit this little guide it upright thing, you draw lines like this. And then it should help you auto-correct where the lines are to get straight images. It doesn't work all the time, but in this case, it's totally fine. Cool, cool. Ooh, this is nice too. Sometimes I wish I could do a Twitch streaming, but I have no idea what I'm a shitty ass keyboard or gamer. I mean, you can stream and do whatever you'd like, honestly. I feel like people aren't super judgmental when it comes to just trying out things. I'm always skeptical of rotating because it skews the pixels weirdly. Sometimes it does that. If you know what if you kind of have like a grasp of how you're doing it though, usually it's pretty good. Oh wait, there's another one that I thought was really good. This one. Okay, I have an idea I want to do for this one. This might be the one I want to edit right now because I think this picture's sick. Just up the contrast a little bit more here. All right, let's edit this in Photoshop, and I'll share my Photoshop as well. Look out, Alex, the keyboard's falling? Thanks, man. I always appreciate you. Always looking out for me, dude. Okay, let's open up Photoshop on screen share. Okay, let's make this screen so I can see you guys. Alright. Alright, so here's what we're going to do here. First, I'm going to make this image not gigantic. 3,000 pixels. Alright. Content aware, fill the backgrounds. Then I have two ways I want to try doing this. I could just cut this out, but I also kind of don't really want to do that. So let's go to hue and saturation and try to just target this. Or you know what we could do? Select color range. Perfect. Stamp it all. Okay. The more important thing is just getting rid of some of the stuff around here that I don't want. Now, easy peasy, we can just delete the block. I think I still see some of the remnants of this. Let's just get rid of that too. You guys like this? It's cool? Alright, next we're gonna do another copy of this. The bottom still has the stand? Huh? Slothy, thank you so much for 5 tier 1s, dude. The bottom still has the stand. What do you guys see the stand still? Oh, I still see some of the stand. You guys are right. You guys are so smart. Okay, there we go. Eagle-eyed viewers. If my monitor was like brighter, I could probably tell you. I know, I should get a green one for this, just to green screen it out. I agree, but purple is the only colorful one I had. So we're gonna have to purple key it out. Still a little bit more? Bruh. You know what the easiest thing to do here? Brightness. Oh shit. Let's fix that right now, guys. Alright. Alright, we don't have to worry too much about the stuff over here, though. Because it's pretty invisible. Although I do want to up the contrast of the... Let's just delete that. Look better, guys? Look better? That actually looks really cool. That looks super neat. Alright, now we have this still cut out over here. And I want to give the background something to do. So we could either just... Let me see how this looks. If I just fill it in with a color. Oh, it's unclear. Filter, noise. Can you believe some people do the floating camera, do the floating look in camera instead of in post? I've done that. I've done it with actual fishing line, but I can't get my lights the way I want them to be if I use the fishing line. So I had to unfortunately decide no fishing line this time. Honestly, I kind of find it's more work to do that. I kind of despise doing the fishing line sometimes. kind of like it just with the black. You know what? Let's leave it just with black, and then I'm going to add just some overlay of gradient on top. Just so we have some texture in the background. Like from this angle and here. That way it's not super flat. Then we can kind of combine all of this and then do filter, add noise. There we go. Cool. I am happy with this. There, that looks better. Very, very cool. Now, the next one we're going to edit is going to be that other one with the Manta back piece there. So let's load that into Photoshop. Fishing line understands that are being blocked by the object you're photographing. Yeah, I can go and find some of the fishing line raw files for you guys, but honestly, the fishing line stuff is extremely difficult to do with keyboards because there's not always some great places to put the fishing line, unfortunately. So sometimes you get kind of like screwed over just strictly based off of like the positioning of the product. You know what I mean? I'm gonna save this quick. Now this guy. So right away, I don't want the purple. So let's go huge saturation and let's make that gray. Actually, it'll fix the cast of blue on the back there too, which I don't know if I want actually. Actually, no. I kind of like it better when there's no cast of blue in the background. Yeah, let's just leave it like that. This does look pretty nice. That's cool. We have so many pixels to play with. It's so detailed. Enhance. Can kind of see where I fucked up on the corners over here too. All right, let's actually make this smaller because it's too big to work with. Actually, no. First, see how well this works. Filter, noise, dust and scratches. Yeah, that actually looks so much better. I did wipe it down, honestly, but this thing was a dust magnet, this particular weight. Actually, this looks really cool in this lighting. Cool. You can have 3 air purifiers and still have dust in every photograph? Yup. Pretty much, dude. Also, I'm realizing now that I think the colors aren't coming off on stream as well because of the way these photos are taken. Oh, that's cool. I like the way this turned out. Okay, save this guy. This is pretty much done already, which is awesome. Yeah, these took a little while to picture, like to actually photograph nicely. And then let's also export some other ones I was working on before stream here. Give me 1 sec and you guys will see. Was it this one I liked? I think it was this one. Edit in Photoshop. It's not. It's natural film grain. Thanks, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is cereal, huh? Oh. Okay. I kind of just want to do this last picture here. If it wants to load in Photoshop ever. Man, it's kind of slow when I'm doing streaming. All right, now you guys are gonna get to see how I do these weird photos with the cube. The cube. Compliment? Hold on, we have to give a compliment first. Man, I really want to get into photography. You should. Let me think of a good compliment. Let me think of a good one really quick. Hold on 1 second. You said you want to be ultra specific? Ultra specific. No rush at all? Okay. I'm trying to think. Chayo, if you want to go on a little camera walking adventure, we could go. You know why? Because you probably take amazing photos. And you seem like a pretty chill person. Holy patina? Yeah, indeed. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being so chill all the time. And you know what? Even though you tell us that you're more of a gamer, not a keyboard person, I think you're more than welcome in our community anytime. You know what? Thank you for being you. Will the patina be purchasable? Is that what you're asking, Ben? Kinda, not really. Thank you, anytime. Oh, that did not turn... Oh, I know why. It just didn't turn out the way I wanted to. I hate the way this... I need to change the way my cropping works. So yeah, the patina might be purchasable. We're not sure what's going on with it yet, but there's only going to be very limited amounts. If I had a larger cement cube, I wouldn't need to do this. But yeah, it just basically extends the cube out to give us that look. I'm actually more of a keyboard person than a gamer, but I'm not much into either. I think of all the things here, I'm mostly a photography bitch. What do you use to take pictures? What's your camera of choice? Actually, this looks sweet. Just gonna edit some of that dust. Oh, I'll leave those funny patinas there. Dust. Pentax K1000. Wow. And what's your favorite lens? I do feel like I need to warm up. I don't want to warm up the entire photo, but I do need to warm up the accent because the accent's way warmer in person. So let's go to Object Select. Let's go to Filter, Camera Raw Filter. That looks way better. Perfect. Not kit, but like standard 18-55. Honestly, I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine. The 18-55 lens, like on most camera kits, are so well like diversified, you could say. A lot of the camera kits I have, I just keep the stock lens on. Like all the stream cameras pretty much have kit lenses for the most part. All right, I think that's it for my photos I want to edit today. The polycarb ones, I'm actually going to be doing some reshoots with just because I'm not 100% sold on them. But yeah, mainly wanted to do these two and maybe this one. So I'm kind of glad we did these. Although, does this need more contrast in the butt here? Maybe a bit. Yeah, that makes more sense. I was thinking of bringing a camera home from work and trying to take some nice picture shorts and videos with my kids. It's pretty cool how you can combine those. Yeah, I mean, dude, you can do so much. Even with just taking photos, like I mean, this is super chill. I love doing stuff like this. It is super chill just to take photos. You know? I'd say do it. If you're truly interested, give it a go. You'd be surprised on how much you probably end up falling in love with like editing things. Oh wait, there is one more photo I wanted to edit. Hold on. We'll get to it in a second. It was this picture. Maybe I do want to edit one of the acrylic ones. Let me just, I'm just gonna quickly run it through Lightroom and then I'll port it to Photoshop and show you guys. I'm not so much of a product photographer. I tend to go for more like artsy self-portraits and stuff. Do you have like a Behance or anything, like a portfolio we can look at? Well, if you want to share, that is. You don't have to. Some people don't share their work. Adding a sitting stickman on the edge of the keyboard. I technically could use that Cherry thing that I have, that Cherry gave me, that 3D print. That'd be funny. That would be super, super funny. Damn, the colors look so different on stream. It's because I think it's in 16-bit or whatever it is. This photo. I love the way this one here turned out. Love, love, love it. You can kind of see what I did with the Bristol board in the background, so we're going to crop in. I'll have to take a look. Do you want to DM me that so I remember it later? All right, let's actually get rid of some of the dust here too. Filter, dust and scratches. Cool. Dude, I love the way this one turned out. This is so sick. Also, what's this? Let's just get rid of this thing here, whatever this is. Okay. Yeah, the light shooting down onto the acrylic top is so neat looking. That's cool. All right. That is pretty much what I wanted to do. Although, actually, I think I do need to remove the blue from the background on this particular shot, but it'll also remove the blue from the keyboard. So, let's just object select. And delete it from here. Perfect. All right. Exports. All right, I'm pretty much happy with all the photos. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. That's the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the little photo editing. Normally I don't do stuff like that, but figured why not today. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good day. Thanks for the stream. Anytime. I'm going to go figure out someone to raid here, and then I think that'll be today's day. Let's see. Mango Keebs is streaming, so let's go raid Mango. You guys have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7. Next week's pretty stacked for keyboards again, so I'll see you guys there. Got the merchant, it's awesome? Hell yeah, I'm glad you like it. That makes me happy. All right, everyone. I will talk to you guys very, very soon. See you guys. Love ya. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow. 7 p.m. Eastern, yeah. And then we'll do this subathon. Like I said, I'm going to probably tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon give you guys like the list and breakdown of what's happening, just because I kind of had to last minute change what's happening now. But either way, it's still starting tomorrow. So bye, everyone. Love you and see you later. Bye-bye.